I just got this Jimmy the other day. I'm Jimmy. I bought a Jimmy. We love it. Now that we got that covered. I bought this the other night and I just got it in the garage. It needs a lot of work. It needs a whole new front suspension, tires, exhaust manifold, exhaust, intake manifold, some fluids. I'm sure there's 500 things I'm forgetting. It needs a windshield and a mirror, a lot of things. Today, right now, my first goal is to get all the trash out of it, get it vacuumed out, so I can kind of crawl around in it without getting too filthy. So it's a 2000 GMC Jimmy SLE. She's a little bit beat. She's missing some trim here. She's missing the front of her rocker cover there. She's got her spare tire on the front. The engine actually runs really smooth. There's a little bit of a power issue, so I do need to do some testing on it, but noise and feel-wise, it's smooth. Exhaust leak is on this side. It's loud because of that, but other than that, the engine runs smooth. Transmission's very, very smooth when it shifts, so that's a good start. It's got 216,000 miles, so for a GM, I'd say that's pretty good. The front suspension's knackered, like I said, so those tires are shot. Needs a full suspension rebuild. Pretty much everything's gone bad in the suspension. Interior's in decent shape. It was a work truck, so this is how I got it. I've got a lot of cleaning to do, a lot of trash left in it, but that's okay. I told him to leave the trash and I would deal with it. 375 bucks, can't be mad. OEM radio, came with key fobs, just needs a battery. Back seat's decent too, again, needs some cleaning. I'm gonna try to get as much of this paint staining out as I can, but again, for 300 bucks, I'm really not too pressed. I don't love the bolts in the ceiling. He installed this ladder rack, but I'll find a use for it. I'm not gonna take those out and have holes in the roof, so we're just gonna leave it and call it a day. Tailgate and the glass hatch both need shocks, or struts, excuse me. So it's vice gripped up right now. Again, a lot of paint chips back here, but otherwise it's pretty clean. Missing the cover for that there. I do love these old school taillight covers though, I don't know. This brings me back to childhood, seeing these all over the road. But yeah, so let's get started. Let's try to empty it out as best as we can. We'll do the exterior cleaning later. Right now, I just want to get the inside cleaned out if possible. Since I already got the trunk kind of emptied out, there was a bunch of crap in here that I got out off camera. I'm going to start back here, vacuuming all this out, get as much of the loose crap up as I can. Then we'll fold down the seats and keep going and work our way up to the front. It took some persuasion and a lot of hard pulling on this, but I finally got that to break loose. I think it's just gummed up from years of not being used. This side's not as bad, but we're gonna get this all vacuumed out, get the back seat done, and then we'll move up to the front. Headliner's actually in pretty decent shape for the age, I won't lie. I might still end up replacing it with something cooler, but it's definitely no rush. A lot of the cars I was looking at in this price range, it was all sagging or completely missing. Right, well, we've got the back seat mostly vacuumed out. There's a little bit that I haven't got, but it's a whole lot better. The seat actually cleaned up pretty well. There's some staining and stuff because it was obviously used as a work truck, but I'm confident I can get a lot of that out with some deep cleaning and carpet extraction. If I can get the seat to fold down again, because it's doing it again. Here we go. You can see this area is a whole lot cleaner. While cleaning this out, found a bunch of duct tape, so it's clear someone's been down here before working on the fuel pump. There is a problem with the fuel level reading low even when the tank is full, so I'm sure that that's what they were trying to chase down. I'm probably gonna have to reground that wiring harness. If that doesn't fix it, then I'll probably just end up replacing the fuel pump and fuel sender, because fuck it, it's actually pretty easy to access once you rip up all the duct tape that they put there. I'm sure that's because there's something missing that's supposed to be shielding from the outside of the car, so there might be a part I need to find at a junkyard, but overall I'm happy with how this is turning out so far. Like I said, there's some stuff that's like caked in there that I got to get out that just won't come out, but it doesn't have to be perfect for 375 bucks, but I'm also confident with just a little bit of deep scrubbing with some brushes and extractors, I can make this a whole lot nicer still. But now we're gonna move up front. This is where it gets a bit dirtier. Obviously this truck was used quite heavily. It came with all this in it. He did leave me a jumper, which is nice. Center console's empty. There's a few things in the glove box, some oil change receipts and stuff, but we're gonna try to clean this out as much as possible today. Get some of this dust out of here. Doesn't have to be a show car, but I just want it to not be so icky while I'm working out in here, because while the suspension and engine obviously is more important, there is some stuff I have to do on the interior. There's some wires I have to chase down for a few little glitches. So if I'm gonna be underneath that dashboard and stuff working, it's gotta be clean. All right, well, now that it's mostly vacuumed out, at least of all of the larger chunks and bits, I'm gonna go ahead and start wiping everything down. I just wanna get this layer of dust off of everything, make it a little more pleasant to be touching. see how nice we can get it shined up. I am gonna replace some of this dash trim. It's crazy. You can actually still buy these dash bezels from GM. My local Cadillac dealer actually has one in stock for like $100, so I might as well just go ahead and replace it. It's got a crack in it. I thought I was just gonna make this like a $300 hoopty that I barely worked on, but like the more I look at this car, it's got good bones. The frame is surface rust, but there's no perforation whatsoever. Brakes are good. It needs a lot of work. Even if I had to replace the engine at some point, this thing has so much life left in it. I kind of want to treat it right. So I'm gonna replace this dash bezel. I think it's gonna get a lift kit. This is what happens, guys. I buy project cars and I say, oh, I'm not gonna do that much. I'm just gonna make it nice. And then I go gung-ho and blow the whole kitty on it. So good truck. All right, well, I have wiped down the interior for the past 30 minutes or so, and what a remarkable difference. Is it a brand new car? No. But it no longer looks sticky to the touch. It's no longer super dusty. Yeah, there's some residue. It's probably not going anywhere, but a lot of these bezels are gonna get replaced anyway, so I didn't go too hard. That stereo's getting replaced, so I didn't go too hard on that. But the touch points, things like steering wheel, switches, knobs, I wanted those all to be kind of clean because they were all a little tacky and gross, but it definitely came out a little bit better than I expected. More of that paint came off than I thought would. But yeah, I found a set of leather seats at a junkyard, so these might be switched out. We'll see.